Well, to discuss whether Celtic need Rangers, we're now joined by the former Celtic director, Michael Kelly, and Matt McGlone, the editor of Celtic fans magazine, The Alternative View. Matt, is survival of Rangers crucial for Celtic to prosper?
No, not in any way at all. I've listened to Alex Salmond over the last few days and he's talking absolute rubbish. Celtic are not just a football club. Celtic are a culture of people who have been on their own in the way they operate since Celtic began back in 1888. I listened to David Cameron today talking about cosy arrangements with HMRC and Alex Salmond talking about the same thing. Rangers are a business who have run out of money. They haven't paid other football clubs in this country for tickets. They have continued to sign players. And Celtic have run their business very well. I was really pleased actually to see Peter Lawwell come out today with the statement that he made, because it is none of Alex Salmond's business, and it is none of David Cameron's business either. Celtic are run independently. We're run very well. And we know what we're doing. The whole thing is, there's only a couple of million, £2.5 million of money from STV.
Michael, Celtic, do they need Rangers?
Well, first of all, I'm outraged that Alex Salmond should attempt to draw Celtic into what is clearly only a Rangers problem. Celtic have no financial problems whatsoever. Rangers' financial problems will cause Celtic no financial problems. And really, it's quite ridiculous that the First Minister should ask for taxpayers' money to be used to support Rangers. He wants an arrangement done whereby the tax money that Rangers are due is not paid.
What will the future of Celtic be without Rangers? Let's just leave Rangers aside for the moment. We're here to talk about what the future of Celtic would be.
Well, we can't leave Rangers aside because my opinion is that Celtic could clearly function and function profitably without Rangers, but at what level? It's like separation from England. Scotland will be able to hirple along in the international world without being in the United Kingdom. Equally, Celtic will survive. But I suspect that if we don't have the excitement of the competition with Rangers, the challenge of Rangers, then we'll operate at a poorer level football-wise than we do at the moment.
Matt,
I mean, the Old Firm game is the game of the season.
Would it be a diminished game?
No, I don't think it would be a diminished game. I think this would be an opportunity for Celtic to go somewhere else, because you know, why would we need a club like Rangers?
Where would they go?
Well, they could possibly go to England. I think it'd be easier.
That's been discounted.
They cannot go to England. They cannot go to any other country. We're stuck with Scotland.
Let Matt finish this. We'll come back, Michael.
It's actually quite a cheat for you actually to be on this programme, Michael, because you're the guy that took Celtic in 1994 right to the very edge of where Rangers are today. I mean, you're on here today, you're saying, you know, Rangers do need...
Matt,
Celtic
we're talking about
2012.
2012. What would the future of Celtic be?
The future of Celtic from 2012 onwards would be very healthy. Celtic stand on their own 2 feet. They've stood alone in this country since 1888. There's no reason they need Rangers at all in this. No reason at all.
You see, this is ridiculous, isn't it? Because they haven't stood on their own since 1888. They have formed the Old Firm, a recognition that to function financially and football-wise, they need the strength of another club. You can't compete in a league of one. I mean, how many Celtic supporters are going to tune in to watch Celtic versus Kilmarnock, Celtic versus Dunfermline, trying to win the league against these teams without Rangers? The result would be Celtic would have to spend even less money on players, would have to try less hard, and know they would win the league and automatically qualify for Europe. The game would be diminished. Celtic would survive and would be profitable, but it wouldn't be the same game, and the fans would get fed up. When Celtic were winning in 1967, fans stopped coming because Celtic won so often.
The Old Firm derby, is that not what the fans live for?
I don't think fans live for 4 games in a year, no. Don't get me wrong.
Is that not the highlight?
It might be the highlight, yeah. This term Old Firm is not a term that Celtic fans want acquainted with, to be honest with you. It's handy for Michael to say that in this kind of business sense. But Celtic, why would they need Rangers? OK, they'd miss 4 games out, no doubt about that. But apart from that, you know, why could Celtic not survive without having 4 games?
As a former...
Because, for example, the television money wouldn't be there, the interest wouldn't be there, the crowds would be smaller because the games would be boring. At the moment, the tension builds up between Celtic and Rangers games. We love them. We love to win. We hate to lose. You're not going to be too bothered if you happen to drop a couple of points.
Matt, less TV revenue, that's important.
Well, would it be less TV revenue? You know, to any big major broadcaster, Celtic have a huge stadium with 50 to 60,000 fans. That would be a good way for Celtic to get into England, no doubt about that. Who would ignore something like that? A stadium with 50 to 60,000 fans, a club with a huge history, a great fan base, fans who actually behave themselves and don't wreck other cities.
Finally, have you got any sympathy for the Rangers' plight?
I've got great sympathy for the ordinary Rangers fans. I mean, I'm enjoying the discomfiture of the club and a board that brought them to this. But basically, I mean, a lot of friends of mine are Rangers supporters. I feel genuinely sorry for them, but they know their club will
Gentlemen,
continue.
I'm going to have to stop you there. Thank you for joining us in Scotland Tonight.